Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gun. My name is Thomas. I am a regional flight attendant. If you are new here, please be sure to subscribe to all my returning subscribers. I do appreciate the support. Today begins a 5-day trip, which basically all my overnights are in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's pretty much like 2 legs and then a deadhead, 2 legs, then a deadhead. This entire 5-day. It's easy. It was an open time and I picked it up. I've been off for the last 4 days and I feel really spoiled for being off for 4 days. Like, why can't I just have 4 days off all the time? But I know that I can't do that, so but it is what it is. Today I actually wasn't supposed to report until 1 o'clock, but I actually picked up a Knoxville turn just to make some extra money, and that's what I do today, just a Knoxville turn, and then I deadhead to Harrisburg, and I end up in Harrisburg probably around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Hello everybody, quick update. So they changed my schedule. Instead of me deadheading to Harrisburg, I work a flight to Valdosta, and that's it. But I get done a little bit early, but I'll explain everything once I get to Valdosta today. Hello everybody, so I made it here to Valdosta, and everything was uneventful today with the exception of my schedule being changed. And pretty much, I know what you're thinking, like, how can they change your schedule? Well, this is what happened. So since I picked up that turn, instead of just originally working my original trip, that counts me on duty, and I had a 3-hour sit in between, so therefore they can use me for operational needs. So that's how they're able to change line holders' schedule, is because, like, they told me the person that was originally working this trip, she was going to misconnect because they had a delay or whatever happened wherever she was, so they needed somebody, and obviously instead of burning through a reserve, they used me since I had to sit in between. And basically tomorrow I work the flight from Valdosta to Atlanta, and then I pick back up where I was supposed to originally start tomorrow morning. So, but I still get paid for my flight to Harrisburg because it's the greater of the two. The only difference is I just worked. Like, crew scheduling called me at the perfect time because I had literally just walked into the sleep room in the crew room and closed my eyes, and then my phone went off. And of course I wanted to not work a flight and go to Harrisburg, but you know, it is what it is. But other than that, that's all that happened. I'm gonna decompress by going to do a little workout, and I have work to get done, like as far as editing a video for next week, recording a Father's Day video, which I'm going to do it, so it will be up here. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. And if I didn't do it, I look stupid pointing up to the top of the screen as if I'm gonna have the video up there. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you guys in the morning. I have a 5 o'clock van. Good morning, beautiful people. It is day 2 of 5. I'm here in Valdosta, so today I just fly from Valdosta back to Atlanta. Then I catch back up with my trip that I originally had, which I do a Columbia, South Carolina turn, and then a deadhead to Harrisburg, hopefully. Well, no, they wouldn't change me because they will change my flying partner, because my flying partner is a reserve and she's more junior to me. So they wouldn't necessarily change me alone. It'll probably be both of us or just her if operational needs demands that we be changed or my schedule gets changed. But other than that, I'm gonna go downstairs because I said I was gonna be down there at 5 o'clock because I came in before the pilots, and I usually let them set the van time, and we're not supposed to be at the airport till like 5:30, but we're like 10 minutes away, so I just let them, and I said I was gonna go downstairs at 5 just to meet up with them. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I do have a 2-hour sit once I get back to Atlanta. So we are delayed. The first officer asked me to recycle our service door because on their panel it showed that it was open. And let me show you what happened after I recycled it and did my regular check for that door. That's not supposed to happen at all. So now we're delayed until maintenance comes out here to sign off on it or whatever. But it was written up in the book, and they let them leave to come down here, but this flight was already delayed so long, so I don't know if they just written it up to get the flight on, but we have to wait for maintenance to come here, sign off on it, which is contracted out in outstations, and we don't know how long it's going to take. So I'll keep you guys updated and see what happens. Welcome to the life. So I made it here to Harrisburg. My day. I'm gonna have to sit down for this one. My day. So we were delayed, obviously, from this morning in Valdosta for 4 hours. I didn't board until 4 hours later. The little plug that I showed you, it poured out. That's not supposed to do that. But we're supposed to check that every single time we open or close the service door. So I can't say for sure if whoever brought that in did not check. We don't know. But that's what caused us for that delay, because we couldn't go out. Or even with passengers, so the flight just stayed there until 2 more planes came in so we could take at least 100 passengers to Atlanta. Then I get to my deadhead flight here, and the gate agent tried to put me in the jump seat because the flight was oversold, and they supposed to, offer money to passengers to take the next flight versus trying to put me in the jump seat. And I told him, I'm working. Like, technically, I'm still working, and there's no way I'm finna sit in that jump seat. No, I'm not. So they had to end up paying another passenger to get bumped. And I was like, nah, you're not. And then my flying partner, she's fairly new. She started in April. They basically convinced her to take the jump seat. And I told her, look, no, you're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to put you in the jump seat. We're supposed to have a seat in the cabin. And basically that flight went out a little late because of the gate agents wanting to put us there. But all in all, it's still funny. It gives me content, and I'm not even mad about it. It's actually funny to me, because it's just one of those things. It's part of the life. You have to deal with everything, roll with the punches, and keep on going. But other than that, that's it. I'm sleepy because I didn't take a nap on the plane. For whatever reason, I just couldn't fall asleep. So I'm gonna go to CVS, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take a nap. Well, not a nap, I'm actually gonna go to bed super early because, again, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning and everything that has happened today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm doing the same route that I did, or that I originally supposed to, but I'll talk about that in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to day 3 of 5 for me. I went to bed at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I think, last night. I just ended up falling asleep, and I woke up when my alarm woke me up this morning. Today I do Harrisburg to Atlanta, Atlanta to Columbia, South Carolina, back to Atlanta, then I did head back to Harrisburg. So I'm back here again tonight, which originally was supposed to do this entire 5-day, but obviously for whatever reason my schedule got changed around, and now I'm doing back up to my regular schedule. So if a passenger does ask me, because they like to ask you that, so is this your regular route? I can say yes. For this trip, this is my regular route for this trip, because that's all I do. Other than that, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you guys once I get to Harrisburg. Hello everybody, so I made it back here to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Basically for the next 3 days or 2 days, I'm gonna be doing the same route. Harrisburg to Atlanta, Columbia, deadhead to Harrisburg. This road was an open time. It's a super easy trip. Today was almost uneventful. For whatever reason, in Columbia, South Carolina, people couldn't walk today. So I had 6 people trip on the way into the plane. One lady, she almost ran into the galley service door had she not caught herself, because she tripped over something, and I was helping somebody else put their bag up in first class. And next thing I know, I heard a trip, and then I saw her stumble into the galley, and she almost hit her head. Other than that, that was it. Everything else went smoothly, except we were in a holding pattern for like 30 minutes coming back from Columbia, because the rain had started settling in Atlanta. So we were in a holding pattern for about 30 minutes, but that's normal. Also, for the past 2 days, we've hit 2 million people coming through TSA. So it looks like everybody is starting to come back to traveling again. So Airport lines are going to be long, food lines are going to be long, and they're understaffed still as well, and all the restaurants are not open at the airport. So plan accordingly before you come to the airport, or you plan to just stand in the long lines. But I'm going to go work out and find me something to eat. I'll see you guys a little bit. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today is day 4. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and a happy Father's Day from me to your fathers. And today is the same route again. I go from Harrisburg to Atlanta, Atlanta to Columbia, Columbia back to Atlanta, then head back to Harrisburg. And so what I found out from my captain yesterday, the reason why all this Harrisburg was dropped into overtime, allegedly, another regional carrier had issues staffing with flight attendants. And so that's why it was given to us. So I'm gonna just say allegedly, because I don't know that for sure. I don't know how he found out, but that's what he said. So that's the reason why there was a lot of this Harrisburg overnights turns from Atlanta to Harrisburg dropped into open time, and a lot of people picked it up. They said even with the pilot side, it said 200% to pick it up. But other than that, that is all that I do have for you today. I'm still a little bit sleepy right now, but that's okay. We'll make it through the day. But I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I come back to Harrisburg. Everybody made it back to Harrisburg, and let's just say this morning started off very, very eventful. I noticed on our little GST that we have on our little app where we can see about passengers, or if we have wheelchairs and things like that, we were supposed to have an unaccompanied minor. And when we do our minute briefs with the gate agents, that's the brief that we have as far as flight attendants with the gate agent to ask about any type of wheelchairs, any federal officers, anything like that on board. She didn't say anything. You know, I get it, oversight, whatever, then not too big of a deal. So we're done boarding, and you know, people want to move around because it wasn't too full. And I noticed that there was somebody sitting in the seat where the unaccompanied minor was. Now, some of these kids don't look young, so I wasn't able to tell if he was with the person that was sitting next to him or not. We just noticed that it was somebody sitting there. Well, at least I noticed somebody was sitting there. And so I walked to the front to wait for the gate agent to come down. So I asked the gate agent, I said, did the UM get on board? She was like, yeah. And I was like, well, and my flying partner's like, we didn't get any paperwork for him. And we was like, where's he sitting? And she goes, oh, I forgot. And we was like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know, we looked at each other like, you forgot, as she ran up to go get the paperwork. And that kind of made me upset because, like, internally, because think about this. So let's say we did not ask. This UM gets off in Atlanta, and as Fly With a Guy like to say, start fooling around, and we don't have any paperwork. Somebody asks us for what happened to the UM. That's our job, because we done lost somebody's child. So, and so I just walked off, and I was just like, man, because that can cost us our job, because they look at it, why didn't you ask? If you saw that you were supposed to have a UM, why didn't you ask? And so she said she forgot and went and got the paperwork and gave it to us. And I don't know how you forget. That is one of the most important things about the flight, besides getting the passengers on, is somebody else's child that we are responsible for. That's probably one of the top responsibilities for everybody around. And we have to let the captain know, hey, we do have UMs and everything like that. But everything worked itself out. Everything else went smoothly today, and we're back here again for one more night, and I'll do the same route tomorrow in the morning. I'm gonna get ready to watch this basketball game. The Hawks and Philadelphia Sixers are in Game 7, so hopefully the Hawks win and we go to the conference championship against the Milwaukee Bucks. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today is day 5. It is go home day, and this trip has been sort of uneventful, but it's also been beneficial to me because of the credit. Even though I've did the same route for the last 4 days, it's been very beneficial to me. And it's one of the things that I love about this job, that certain trips may drop in open time. So that's why you always have to continue to check open time, because you could always swap out and make more money and not sacrifice your off days for it. So it's been very beneficial, excuse me. And I hope that, you know, if you are pursuing this dream, or if you are a part of this flight attendant world, that you do continue to look at overtime, if you have a line, I should say. And you do things that's more beneficial to you, and it works better for you. And that's one of the things about this job, the flexibility. But other than that, again, I go from Harrisburg to Atlanta, and then do a Columbia, South Carolina turn, and then I'm done by 2 o'clock today. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on, probably in the car once I get home.
I'm with EJ on an explain. I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile.